The game of Minogoe has been out for 2 days. The top of the leaderboards are number 1, Plink Plonk, number 2, AVNJ, myself. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a close race. You'll notice if I go to Plink Plonk's profile, my head-to-head is 1 win and 8 losses. And that's why, for the sake of number 1 on the leaderboard, and for the sake of reclaiming my honor, I'm challenging Plink Plonk today to a best of 7 to determine who the number 1 player is in Minogoe. Let's do it. All right, let's look at the hand we got. So the Trimino is a straight Trimino, so we're going to want to score with as many corners as possible. I think a T start is probably the right call here. There's no way to block a 2x2, so we can form a 2x2. There's actually 3 different ways to form a 2x2. So that's a mistake on his end, because this could have just been a 4. We don't have a square, and we have it, yeah. There's no way to block this, which is I've used the same pieces as him, but I have 1 more point. Now, that being said, if he can convert this area into points, that could potentially be worth more long term. But at least so far, I am ahead. I believe that was a mistake on his end. And by a mistake, I don't mean anything particularly bad, but not the correct move for that circumstance. So he's put up a blockable area, which means he's probably going to play multiple blockable areas, and probably one much bigger than this. So he's trying to bait out me using the Trimino, which I'm not going to do, because I understand that I am being baited out. Now, there's quite a few ways to score here, but I almost want to play a blocking move. But maybe I'll take the 3 for now. I'll take the 3 for now. I'll stay ahead. This is kind of a passive first game here. I expected more aggression out of him from the start, but I guess it's a best of 7, so we can take our time feeling each other out. This is game 1, so it's our opportunity to feel each other out and figure out what might be the correct way to play against each other. Now, normally I play kind of dumb, but I am locked in because this is the best of 7 for rank 1. Interesting. So he's going to take a point, tie it up, and cut me off in the corner there. Very interesting. I almost think I should do the same thing on the other end. So if I... Here is an easy block, but can he score from this? No. I mean, he can score 1, but I'm not worried about that. So I think he actually played too much into the corner. His intention was to block me here, but because he's so shoved in the corner, he's more further separated from combining his pieces. Whereas I am much closer. So I think he almost has to block this area here, or he's not going to be in a great position overall. I want to make sure I get my line piece out soon. It's definitely important. I tend to have an issue where I hold line pieces far, far too long. So I'm going to try and get that out soon. Okay, he's trying to form a 4 here. I actually straight up think we just block his intentions here. I could actually block it from being anything. And we take further control of the center of the board. So now he really only can connect here, and it won't be a one-piece turn, whereas I'm threatening a connection here and a connection here, and I sort of have dominance of this space. So he's ahead of me on points right now, but I've gotten my line piece out, which I consider my most useless piece. And I feel reasonably good about the state of the game. I think I'm gonna... Let's see, let's take... I could take the 1, force a block here, score, or I can double threaten here, or I can take the 3, knowing it'll probably be blocked, in which case I almost want to take the 5 to force a block. I think for now I'm going to take the 3 in this way. So this is blockable, but it'll cost his Trimino to block it, and then I think I'm going to try to form a 4 here. He may play here. He may ignore me here and play here, in which case I have reasonably good scoring play here as well. So it's not that big of a deal. Worth remembering, we both have 3 that can be removed. Yeah, so he is going to block me there. probably the correct play. I can score 2, or I can try to cut him off. I think maybe correct play for now is a score 2, and we're still threatening another score 2 here and here. So he's going to have to intercept. I am up by a little bit right now, and he had to use this piece to block. And because of this here, he really doesn't have anything he can surround in here. Maybe 1 or 2 grids. So I think I'm in a pretty good position for this game. I need to play smart in the end game, calculate correctly, but I think I'm in a pretty good position. I feel good about the position we're in here. I'm trying to think of what threats he has. He really has saved his worst pieces for last. Yeah, see, now he's kind of desperate, so he's going to try and get a big territory here. And I'm just going to kind of make this corner useless. I'm up by 3, and we both have the ability to remove 3 points from the opponent. So I am true up by 3 with 1 real piece left. So there's almost no reason for me to do any kind of scoring attempt. As long as I can block him from scoring 3 points, then I win. He can score 1. I see a way for him to score 1, but that's about it. I think that is a win for game 1 for me. We'll see. He could have something up his sleeve. I always miss things. But I believe I will be up 1-0. Alright, so he's going to go with that. With the intention... I don't really know what the intention is there. I think I'm just going to ensure no points on his end. And then he'll block me. I'll block him. And that should be game 1 win for me. He may try to look for something better. Yeah, so he's going to take the block. I will also take the block. And that is game 1 for me. All right. Feeling good, starting off with a win in the best of 7. Let's see if we can continue it. All right. Going second this time around, which means I get the 1 handicap advantage. Actually, I believe I went second in the first game as well. It's randomly determined. It doesn't necessarily go back and forth. Ooh, that is an interesting start. So we have a positive piece this time, plus sign piece. I actually don't hate the idea of starting with it, but I don't know about starting with it in the corner. I think I'm going to try to cook this game. Oh, it's so risky. Fuck it. I'm going to cook. Let me cook. I have ideas. I haven't actually tried this in a game, and this is what always happens to me is I try something new and then... Oh, Jesus. Right. So he gets 4 uncontested there because there's no 4 line. Wow, that is tough. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Meanwhile, there's a lot of blockage in that regard. Okay. I'm definitely behind right now by a good bit. He still has a free 4 score whenever he plays this. And he is making some great combos right now. Just gotta be smart. I think I'm okay. I'm definitely losing, but I think I'm generally okay. I think I'm gonna have to play a very defensive game. I'm gonna have to give him as many things to block as he possibly can. And then hopefully come out on top that way by wasting all of his scoring pieces on blocking moves. Need to get this 5 down soon, though. 5's actually pretty good this game. Ooh. I see something. Okay. Now he'll probably place in that corner to block the points from me. Doesn't have to do it right now, but if he doesn't do it right now, I can place the 5 and get a guaranteed 2 plus a blockable 3, but that will save my 4. So he decides not to do it right now. So then I almost wonder if I also shouldn't do it right now. I think I'm going to... Oh, I don't know what's optimal. Do I think he's going to do it next turn? I don't think he's going to do it next turn. So I'm going to do this for now. I'm just creating a ton of blockable space. But that means that he's going to spend his last few turns blocking, while I'm going to spend my last few turns scoring. Which hopefully will give me the advantage. This is a risky strategy. It's not something I've fully calculated in my head. So it's a best of 7, so the first of 4 wins. Could go all 7. All right, so he decides to use that piece to block in there. I'm going to take my guaranteed... I guess it's a guaranteed 5 because he has to use the Termino in this corner because it's the higher scoring area. So that's a guaranteed 5 points on my end. That being said, he's still in a much better spot. Now he's just going to try to score his way to the end, I think. But hopefully, if I've calculated correctly, I have enough scoring moves. I might not have enough scoring moves to win. Depends how he plays this. Whoa! Yeah, that's pretty smart. I didn't even see that. That is a move I did not see, I will be real. Take another 2. Yeah, I think this game is unfortunately over. So this is a warning against playing dumb, kids. So my only real hope now is some insane gambit. I need to score more than 4. I need a 5 score, which is going to be nearly impossible here. I mean, he's going to do this, and I'm going to block, and then I lose. Yeah. All right. I'm going to forfeit this one. I don't see myself winning this game. And it's 1-1. It's going to be a good best of 7 after all. I would expect nothing less. Second again. Very interesting. All right, this is we have a straight Termino, a straight Tetramino, and 2 straight Pentaminos. So this is a very straight board. I think I'm going to start with this. It's a weird one. I'm starting with some, but this is one I've practiced a bit more. I have ideas behind this. I have ideations behind this. Right? Because I'm going to do this. He can use one to block, and that's fine. He's trying to just score away while I do all of this, which I'm okay with. If this doesn't work this game, I'm going to have to play more aggressive in the following games. Definitely going to have to play more aggressive in the following games if this doesn't pan out how I want it to. But I think I'm okay. I think my idea is good. It's a little, again, it's a little risque, so you can block both of these, but I feel okay. I think he's probably going to do the S here to get a free 3. And then I just have to hope that his long pieces are so bad at scoring that I can... Jesus, his S over there. So now he only has squares and longs. Which, you know, there are better situations to be in. So really, I need to make strong use of the fact that I have curved pieces left and he does not. Okay, so he decides to go dead center there. Probably a good play. Kills that whole area. Uses a square, though. Right, and now I go here. The only piece he can block with, well, he can block with the Tremino or the Tetramino. But he's going to be left playing catch-up for this whole time now. I have tempo advantage. Interesting. I can take that 4 away, but he also has a lot of points he can take away from me. So the rest of his game should just be taking away points. Basically all of my points, which means that the rest of my game needs to be successfully scoring enough points that that doesn't matter. Don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, places that there, so I'm guessing Termino here, Pentamino here. But what do you do about this? Gonna have to place one of your Pentaminos here, which means that I'm gonna get a free 5 there. Or, yeah. So Trimino here, so I'm gonna get this free 4. I don't know if I have enough points in me. Okay, puts the Pentamino there. So I'll put the Trimino here for maximum scoring possibility. Now I can still take 4 from him, which means I need to score 2. Which I can do and make this a tie game. Wait, no, he's going to take 5 and I'm going to take 4. He won. I needed to score 3 on this. I miscalculated. I don't know if there was a way to... I don't think there was a way to score 3 with the setup I had. This is a pretty close game considering how not whimsical and nonsensical I played it. What? Why did he do that? Instead of... Was he concerned that I was going to be able to score? I had no way to score. I don't think. Wait, if I score a point, I win. But I don't think I can score a point. Oh, wait. He threw that at the end. I was not winning that game. Wow. All right, well, that's really lucky. I don't think I was going to win that game. All right, 2-1. On to game 4. Okay, so the Tremino is a corner. So every 3 that we can score is good. I'm going to play a more traditional one because I played 2 untraditional games and I lost one and should have lost the other. So he's doing the same idea. It's very smart. Good thing, though, is that I can sort of copy him. If I had not thought of it myself, I could then do it myself just by watching. Now, of course, he can choose to block me here, which he will do. I'll play this, which will force out his Tremino long term or score 3 points. Either result is fine with me. I feel like I'm in a better position, playing a more traditional game here. because I can score another with the W here. Of course, he's going to be able to guarantee himself 3s with the W as well. There is no box in this, so a 4B would be good if achievable, which it is, depending on how I go about it. I could score 3 there and then get myself a 4 on the next. Whoa! So he uses the W in a way that does not score. It's very interesting. I mean, I feel like I have to play traditional then and just score with my Ws, because he used his in a way that doesn't score. So I feel like if I don't use mine traditionally, then I'm sort of just playing into whatever he's doing. Think we go like this and we're okay. I don't have a 4 long to block off this. Okay, so his goal here is some sort of scoring play, but I think this is better. And also is a future 3 whenever I want it, and it blocks whatever he's going for. And what he would have to play in here to block, so this is just a free 3 for me. So I get a block and a setup for a 3. He's taking the 4. It does seem to be a strategy, is just take as many 4s as possible. I don't think he's going to go in there, so I'm going to save that for now. Save that for later. Do some tempo adjustment here. Something along these lines. If I can stop him from scoring for the rest, I win. So, just going to focus on defense with a little bit of offense thrown in when the opportunity arises. He still has a W, but he's out of easy places to score with it, right? So he goes with a blocking move instead. It's interesting. I think I take control of the center of the board, but he's going to score in this corner. But I'm not all that worried about it for now. Can make this a 4 score if he plays this piece, which he does to score 3. So that can be advantageous for me because I can do this to score 4. Which just means that I need to block scoring as much as possible, which I think this is the best move for blocking scoring while still scoring a point. And then we just hope he doesn't play up here, I guess. That's probably the... Which isn't... I don't like to ever be hoping. And there's no way for him to score, so he really should play up there. In which case, I lose. Oh, there is a way for him to score. Okay. Now, do I have anything I can block with the Tremino? No, but he has multiple things he can block. Is there any better use of this? There's no scoring that I can block. And there's no other place to really put this. So I think I take this 4 for now. He's going to take it immediately. Which means I think I lose. Alright, I let him get too many lines in the beginning. I need to play more aggressive in the opener. I think that's a big part of the issue here. I'm not playing aggressive enough in the opening. He might misplay, but if he doesn't misplay, yeah, that's the correct play. And I don't see any way to prevent 3 or score 3 here. So that's a win for Plink Plonk. Making it 2-2. It's been pretty good. Been a pretty good match so far. All right, game 5. I do seem to be permanently going second. Not that it theoretically matters, but it's interesting. Have to fix that after the game. All right, we've got a very, very board. Only one duplicate piece. And it looks like it's going to be a board where you score a lot by going long. So it's much like the last game. Much the same idea. Scoring by going long. I'm going to sort of mirror him for a while. I think I have the advantage. We just want to get as many of these long pieces out as possible. Because I think a 3 here and then a 5 there. Yeah, see, I'm going to do that exact same thing. Because then a pentamino here is good. So we may diverge in that regard. And we have this, which can only be blocked once. The big L can only be blocked once by the Tramino. So if I can set up a 4 maybe right here or right here and then play that, I'll get a guaranteed 4 spot. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. I have to block that. I don't really have a choice. I think the pentamino is the most useless piece that I can block with, so I'll go with that. The only thing he could possibly shove in there would be the Tramino, and he would waste his Tramino for 2 points, so there's no reason to do that. So I think this actually leaves me in a better spot, but I've been saying that and then losing, so... Okay, so by playing that, he gets the 5 in the corner, and I wasted my pentamino. Oh, why did I waste it? Oh, I'm so dumb. Yeah, and I'm dumb. And I mean, yeah. Yeah. He baited me. He baited me into wasting my pentamino, my 5 long, so that he could then use it to score. If I had blocked with any other piece, I'd be fine. He wouldn't have been able to do that in the bottom right. He successfully baited me, I'll give him that. I still feel like my setup is better, but he has a lot of free points now that I don't have. He's going to start doing some shice like that. Okay. Ideally, I set up multiple Tramino block spots, which I do kind of have right now. I don't want to just ignore him, though. So I think there's no proper way to... There's just no way to do this in a way that scores. That I would like, at least. I feel like I have to ignore him, but then he's going to score so much. I can't ignore him. I have to do this. I'm only down by 1 right now. He has a good setup for plenty more points, but I have to block. I can't just... I keep losing by letting him to his own devices. Got to take control of the game at some point by getting a bit defensive. Is it defensive enough? Who knows? Who knows, man? Okay. Can sort of go back to what I was doing. Because this can only be blocked by the Tramino. So this is as good as a 4. This is unblockable, but it doesn't matter because we already have a blockable. So it's just whichever leaves me in a better position, which I think this does. But I need to make sure I get this this piece out soon, or it's going to stop being useful. Actually, I probably should have played it right there. It probably just stopped being useful, didn't it? I think I misplayed. Because now it's completely blockable in any way except a 1-point score. Yeah, I think it's completely useless now. Well, it's a 1-point score, but it's not good. And now it's completely useless. I actually don't even... There's just no use for it. It's interesting. I guess I'll take the 1 point. I think I've lost this one, though. He's got a block 4. I've got no block at the moment. I'd need to score 2 points unblockable, which I could do if there was no intervention, but there'll be intervention, so. Yeah, he blocks my ability to score there. And there. So there's absolutely nothing I can do, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a way to score 2 here. Like, I have no use for this piece that I can find. Is there a combined play which is worth a bunch? No. There's nothing. Nothing that I can find. I don't think he can place this, though. He can? Where is... Oh, here. There's only one spot on the board he can place it. But whether he places it or not, he's going to get a point from it. Wait. Oh my god, I miscounted. Oh my god, I miscounted and I won by 1 with the handicap. Okay. That's crazy. I completely miscounted at the end there. Alright. 3-2. I can potentially win this. Wow, I completely miscounted. Okay. Alright. Lock in. Lock in. Don't let it go to game 7. Lock in. Okay. Do I like that? Well, there's a lot of long pieces. So those scores are less valuable. But I almost think it doesn't matter. Because I think you can just score so many of them that you overwhelm. Based on what I'm seeing on the board, I feel like you can score so many of these longs that it straight up does not matter the board state. Interesting that he didn't start with the plus sign this time. He did. Maybe he lost that game, but he lost that game by his own mistake. So I wouldn't say he really lost it, but... Alright, so that's 1 blockable. But it uses up his Trimino to do so. I'm going to completely ignore him this game. I feel reasonably confident in my ability to score more points than him in this situation. I think I have a better start. So I'm going to completely ignore him. I think we play this game completely passively and just see if we can score more. And I think we can. So there's a way to score 3 there. And I can do the same thing he's doing to score the 4 there. And I still have a free 3 on me. Worth noting that my 3 is blockable and his isn't, so I am technically down 3 points from what I am right now. But not all that worried about it. Because it's kind of what I planned for. I think we... Do we? No, we take the 2 here. Push our way into that corner. That'll cause him to try and defend that corner. And if he doesn't, I put the Tetramino horizontal there. Okay. Defends that corner while scoring. Good for him. This is a free score at any moment. I don't really need to do that quite yet. I can score 2 here. But is that the correct play at the moment? I'd really like to get this out of my inventory. So is there a way to do that in such a way that it is useful? Okay, I can make it a 3-move thing here, where we can make the 4 useful. Don't want to wait too long on that. It's a good piece. good scoring piece in this situation. I'm still in like a mental battle between whether it's better to just make as many blockable spots as possible or to completely avoid making blockable spots at all. He plays that way. He makes no spots that I can invade, which almost makes me think it's pretty good because we've had some pretty tough games, but I used almost all of his time that time to decide on that move, which is very interesting. And it's probably a good move too because it blocked what I intended to do. Try and use this to block what he intends to do, but I have a feeling that this is going to lead to a null. He'll play something here, gain a point, and that'll be it on that. I definitely have the, well, no, I do think I have the, based on the board, I think I have the better piece situation right now. But, I mean, obviously our pieces are nearly identical, so it's going to be close. So that's the 3. So that's a blockable 3, so I'm not even worried about that. I should get 3 as well, because that'll be blockable. He's going to play this, I think, to get an unblockable 3. So maybe I should have done that first. I think it's fine. Yeah, he plays that to get an unblockable 3. Now all he has left is the Termina, which he should use. He could use to score 3, or he could use to take 3. Do I have any way to score with it? I can score with mine. I can score 1, but that's not worth it because it's better off killing. So if I can't score with this, it's a tie game, I believe. And I don't see a way to score with this. So I think it's going to end up a tie game. Unless, does he have a way to, oh, he does have ways to score 1. Well, no, it doesn't matter. And I'm not doing bad math this time, right? Pretty sure my math is correct this time. I believe it's tie. Yeah. I have places I can put this, but none of them score. Right? None of this scores. Correct. All right, a tie. Okay. Well, that raises him to 3. And we keep going. I gotta let him know. It's 3-3 now, by the way. Just so he knows, it's now 3-3. A tie is a win for both players, but you can't win on a tie. Oh my, this is going to be a high-scoring one. Okay, I definitely agree with a T start here. T start into this, into that, into this, into that. There's a lot of unblockable points here. I think I just avoid him. Now, see, he's doing it that way because there is a square with which you can block. I low-key don't think it matters. Maybe this is a little crazy. I don't think it matters because you're going to score this and then you're going to get another 4 and then you're going to get another 4. I think we just cook with gas here, man. Right? Because this is unblockable. So that's another 4. I just have to make sure I get my 4s off, which I will. It's basically unblockable. Look at this board we're building. We're just avoiding each other. Continuing to avoid each other, I guess. I feel like this is better, man. I don't know. I feel like it's better. Because now he can only block one of my 4s with a Trimino. I think I have one. I still have... Yeah. I mean, listen. I've been wrong most of the time so far. But I feel decent about this. Now, is it worth... Do I just take the 4, or do I set up a 5 that can be blocked by the S? I think I just take the 4, and then take the 4 again, and actually it'll be a 5, because this will score. Plus, I have this situation where I can still score. So that's a 5, so I'm getting an extra point out of that piece. So really, it's going to come down to... Honestly, it comes down to this piece here. How many points can I get with it? So he needs to play in this area, like dead center almost. If he does this S here, I think he wins the game. Because then I can only score 1 point with that important piece. Oh, there's so much math to be done. I'm going to wait till he places, and then I can do the math, I think. I think I can calculate who's going to win once he places this piece. He didn't place it quite how I thought he should have, but I think it's the same result. He could have scored 2 there. He scores 1 instead. I think it's the same result, right? Because I can score 1. And then we can both... Oh, it's going to be a tie, isn't it? I think it's going to be another fucking tie. Alright, instead of doing the math in my head, let's find out. Wait, no, it's not a tie. No, there's a 5 to block. He can block a 5 and a 4. I can block a 4 and a 3. Yeah, it's a tie. Unless he misplays, it's a tie. Because now he blocks a 4. And then I block here. And it's a tie game. He's looking for a way to... There's no way. There's no +5 on this. It's... He just has to place it in there, yeah. And then I block this. And it's another tie. Oh my god, man. Alright. Keep it going. Keep it going. Alright. We're on game, what, 9 now? Let's see. Okay, 2 Pentamino, 2 long Pentaminos. It's a very straight piece game, which tends to be my worst game. But this is definitely a good tester for this, which I think is a good opening. I think it's a good opening. This is effectively the same, but doesn't score a point. I actually probably do that as well. Yeah, I agree conceptually with that. This sets me up for a 4 score, though. Oh, is he going to try to do... Yeah, he might. No, he's going to take the 3. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get rid of one of these Pentaminos because I just don't want it. Would I rather have I'd rather have a setup on that side for a point. So I'm already pretty well set up for this side. Okay. He's got a plus sign out. I'm starting to think plus signs are better pieces than I initially thought they were. This box +1 is still a terrible piece. I remain of that opinion. It's still a terrible piece, but... Alright. That makes me want to block here as much as possible, so I think I will take a 3 there and also kind of cut him off. He can still get a 3 in there. I'm not worried about it, but I think it's a better position for me, at least. And if he ever stupidly plays his Tetramino, we'll be in a good spot. I want to get rid, I think this piece is like a detriment. These long pieces are a detriment. I want to get rid of as many of them as possible. He has more than I do, so I feel like if my theory is correct that they are a detriment, I'm in a better position than he's in. But you never know. taking a long time to think. It's intense, man. Okay, wow. If he had oriented this way instead, he would have gotten 3 points there instead of 2. So that's very interesting. Now, my thought is to do something along similar lines to him, where I do this and then threaten the corner. Because he doesn't have that anymore, but he does still have the L. The L will kill this. Unless I go about it a different way, which I can. I could use the 5 here, actually. Okay, he's trying to set up for that. I think I use this opportunity to block so that he doesn't get a 4 there. And then I can get a 3 in this corner, set up for another 2. And I feel like his scoring days are kind of coming to an end here. He's got only straight pieces, and he's got a jagged edge here. This is what I mean why the straight pieces are a detriment, because you can rarely ever score with just the straight piece. You need to combine it with something, which means thinking in advance, which is hard. You need to really have a plan for the piece before you place it. Wow, okay. So his plan is essentially set up for it. But the problem is that setup is very obvious. So if you're me, why would you do anything except block? Right? Because he's going to... I'm ahead by 2 points, and he needs to score. But he only has line pieces to score with. He can score 2 in this corner, but the moment that he does that, I'm going to score here. So he needs to block here before scoring that 2 in that tournament. But if he tries to block here, I'm going to block there. All I need to do is keep him from scoring. I have the lead thus far into the game. All I need to do is keep him from scoring. Okay, so he decides to block in that corner. He has no way to score on the next move. What he's hoping happens is that I don't block this. Now, I am going to block that, to be clear. But what is the correct way to go about it? Do I use... I think I just do this. I think I just do that. Block that corner. So now I'm ahead by 2. He has no way to score on this next turn. There are no available points for him. And I'm ahead by 2. How does he win? He needs to set up with his last 2 pieces 2 points worth of scoring while preventing me from scoring at all. And I don't think he can. I think I've done it. I think I may have done it. Oh my god. Oh, what a journey this has been. What an insane journey this has been. I can't. I gotta stay locked in. Gotta stay locked in. Don't count your chickens before they're counted. How does it work? Isn't there a phrase for that? Okay, so he does that. What's his goal? He can't score on this side. His goal... He can't really score on that side either. I think he's done. There's no... I mean, I can't play this piece, but... Oh, wait. I can just score 3 right there. I wasn't even thinking about that. I can score 4 right there. He has no way to score, right? I'm not missing something. Does he have a Trimino he can place? Where would he place the Trimino to score at all? I don't think he can. I think it's GG's. Right? There's no 6-point play with this Trimino. I'm reasonably sure there is no 6-point play with this Trimino. I don't even see a 1 point. Oh, there is a 1 point play. Wow. Good game. What an excellent, excellent best of 7. GG's. Thank you, Plink Plonk, for the match. And I hope the viewers enjoyed the first best of 7 in Minogoe history. That was a lot of fun. I may not even be top of the leaderboard. Well, I am. I did manage to pass him after all of those games with those ties. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.